Hi, my name is derailing and welcome. Now, what you'll be listening in this video is going to be something far different from what I'm usually doing. I want to change the way I talk. I want to talk about something very personal. As you can already hear from my voice, I am not going to cut every single word that I'm saying. Everything I say will be purely in real time. So if I stutter, you will still hear me stuttering. Because I, myself, as a human being, know that I cannot talk very smoothly. I'm human. Of course I'm going to get nervous, because this is going to be the very first time that I'm going to talk about this. It's really going to be a long time. It's really going to be a long video. If you can't really hear my voice, then I'm sorry. I am really not the way I am used to be. If you really want to watch this video, then please go ahead and listen to what I'm going to do. There will be a few topics that I'm going to talk about. So, without further ado, let me begin with the first topic. The first thing that I want to talk about is about my life. It's currently doing fine, but being an artist is something. Being an artist is not an easy job. Myself here, just trying to be like drawing all day. Every single day, draw every day. Honestly, I don't draw that much because I was like following the rules of the people saying, oh, you gotta draw this, you gotta draw every single day, so you'll be like this guy, you'll be like this guy, and that guy, and so on and so on. Actually, I don't think about that. The reason I draw every day is because I just want to make sure that. No, the reason I draw every day is because that I want to draw every day, but not Sunday. There's a reason why I don't draw on Sunday. I don't think of drawing. I don't think of art on Sunday because it's my gaming time. It's the day where I go in gaming at my fullest. Although I am really a gamer, like most of my time in weekdays, from every day from a week, all I did is just gaming all day, and then later at 9 p.m. I'd be like, alright, time to draw. I draw from like 9 p.m. till 12 midnight. It can go to 1 a.m. depending on how much I want to focus on drawing. It's something that I just hoping that it's just a one thing that I have to keep myself in mind. I'm not trying to push myself to draw that much. I'm not trying to push myself to draw more than 4 hours or 3 hours because I just want to improve. I really am wanting to. I really want to be that artist who draws VTubers. I really want to be an artist that draws so great. Not perfect, but not bad at the same time. Just average. I want to be that kind of person, that kind of artist. I don't care if it doesn't look as real as that one artist whose name is Willop, or should I say WLOP, that artist who draw the most realistic melancholy art ever. I don't think I can be like that guy. He's a monster when it comes to art. He's not kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I saw his art. It just mind blows me, like how the lighting, like how he did on the lighting is just so beautiful. I don't know how to describe it because my English is already kind of rusty, so the selective word that I'm doing here is very, very limited. Willop is one of the artists that is, I don't think I can say that his skill is basically the utmost, the top amongst every single artist in the world. He draw within realism so well because of his master at lighting. And because of that, I myself as an artist feels like, holy crap, he draws so well. Like, this dude is a monster. I don't think I can be improved like this. That's why I'm trying to, like, keeping my goal at the least the minimum, which I can still reach. Like, it's far, but I can still reach it. I want to improve. We all want to improve as an artist. It doesn't matter how high our skill are, we will find a way, we will keep on improving regardless. We just want to keep improving. Or until that point where we actually draw something and then basically we found our style. We found our style and then basically our mind start to think like, oh, this style is good. I think I can actually utilize this. So you finally found that, just keep drawing the same thing and you keep on improving that. I myself still trying to find my style. Everybody has their own style, but I'm still trying to find my style. But I think I found one of my style. There are actually 3 styles that I'm currently still on process of improving and used to draw, but one style is kind of too complicated. One style is basically kind of too simple. And the other one is basically moderate. I don't focus on just one style at a time. I just need to keep on changing the way I draw. I draw it like this, I draw it like that. It's just kind of hard. Now what am I supposed to talk next is, it's going to be something much more personal. I've done talk about the improvement of myself and the other artists. It may not be enough for myself to talk to. So I'm just gonna, let's see here. I am apologize for myself talking way too nervous because I never done this type of talk before. I'm doing this because I thank Adam Duff for inspiring me to do this. Yeah. Let's talk a bit about Adam. If you guys don't know who Adam Duff is, he's one of the surrealism artists that helped me break out. Like, he helped me break free from my own prison of my own self. He is the reason that I changed the way I'm improving. Now, you see, let's go back. Let's go back down. Let's go back for like more than a few months ago. Back in August, when I had to had to do some part-time work because of school. The school wants us to just having work. I don't know what kind of word to say is. I'm sorry, it's just kind of hard for me to just talk about it. But in any case, the school wants us to do this so-called part-time job. And that time is just part where I start myself to learn fully. Like, it's just the month where I fully learn drawing in digital. So if you guys don't know, maybe I should go back even further onto the first day of myself being first time and the first month at the exact date of me drawing. Now, during back in the June 15 last year of 2020, it was a tough day. COVID-19 shit happened, and you name it. But mainly it's because of COVID-19 stuff. In June 15 is basically marked the date where I did start my whole drawing career. The first time I did that basically locks myself and my dedication. So basically myself here is finally found a goal for the very first time in my life. Now, back for it again, I did have a lot of work during April. I can do some editing stuff. I can like video editing, doing modelings in Blender, and that's all I can do. But most of the work that I did on Blender is very much useless piece of crap that I made. Some animation that I made is still blatantly poor, and I done some modeling. It's just look good to myself. However, I don't think I've found any motivation or dedication for me to just make more modeling stuff. And that is to the point where I fall into some sadness. I don't know. I don't think I can call this a depression because I don't know if I ever experienced a depression before. But during my time back in April till May, I had my dark time. I broke my sleep schedule. I broke my way of life living in a house. I've been too much unproductive. All I did is just playing games all day, eating, sleep, play games, eating, sleep. It was really the most unproductive era of myself in year 2020. It lasted for 2 months, like starting from April till May, to the end of the May. I was having no time to do productive because I was like, I'm really tired. I better do gaming. Nah, never mind. I just want to go to sleep. Fuck that. I'm tired. Every day I'm tired. I woke up, I listened to music, which I'll talk about that later after this. It is just something that it's just really how I actually lived during that month. Eating, sleep, gaming. Name all you can. I can't think of it. It's pretty much a life of a it's pretty much a life of a need, so to speak. I'm still I don't think I can call myself a need, but I'm probably close to that type of person. I don't go out of the house often. My mom is having a vacation for 2 months, so basically I'm just alone in my house. For that 3 month span, I am alone in my house. You can imagine myself being a need there. Rarely go outside, except going to mini market to buy something. All I did was in the bedroom, never going anywhere. I mostly just going in the bedroom, nothing else. And that cycle lasted for 2 months, like I said. It lasted for 2 months, from April to May. Now fast forward into June. I was like having my lowest at this point. Like, I'm just like realized that if I don't be productive soon enough, what am I going to be? Like, for the rest of my life, I never done any productive. Of course, I did a lot of homework first, but other than that, not so much. I do a lot of editing. I do modeling, but that doesn't have any fun in it. Like, what? How can you call this fun? Like, I don't find anything. I don't have any dedication. I do have a goal for being a modeling artist or trying to learn how to do some rigging, but because of the lack of resources and my laptop here being weak on trying to modeling, like, trying to rendering stuff, it's just kind of slow, and the performance is just great. No lag so far when using Eevee, but it just below the minimum spec requirement. So back to that topic. So back to the what I'm talking again. Yeah, I was having to my lowest point on starting at June. I just like thinking like about being productive until at one day during June, I have a voice speaking to my mind. The words spoke to me very slowly, but I'm really hearing it. And the words speak, and the word says, "Hey Daniel, you have tried everything. You tried coding, you can't do coding. You tried to make music, but you don't have piano because you want to learn piano too, but you don't have one. You want to be a 3D artist, but you have no dedication, or you really don't enjoy it so much. You can do editing video, but nobody wants to work with you as an editor. You try all of the other things, but you don't even feel succeed. So let me give you this one option, the last resort. Be an illustrator artist. Be like those feature artists. You're a weeb, right? Then why not utilize those weebness of yours and draw a lot of your favorite characters? It doesn't matter if it's going to be bad. It doesn't matter if it's going to be good. I just want you to draw this, because this is your last opportunity to be productive. I promise you, once you do this, you will never go to leave. That voice speak to my head, and then that's it. The rest is history. I myself started to dedicating my whole life, my whole year, to draw. Now I find this ironic because I myself hate drawing. I hate drawing. Even when I was a kid. And when I was a kid in elementary school, I hate drawing. Not because I can't draw, because I have no imagination. I'm a type of person who often never had an imagination. I can still dream, but I have no imagination whatsoever. All I did was drawing those symbols from that ruler symbols that I think nobody can notice that. There is this ruler that has a symbol, basically like a star symbols, and what you call that, batik from Indonesian? Yeah, we call that batik. Yeah, I draw that instead. All of it, over and over and over. I draw that repeatedly. It's just a boring word. Copy pasting on the paper. It's really something that I still remember to this day. My god, I miss my old elementary school. It's really fun life, but also the most shittiest life in my school ever. Because I got bullied most of the time. In the first till 3rd grade, I got bullied so often. Now your next word is gonna be like, oh man, this guy is gonna talk about bullying. He's gonna ranting about bullying, why bullying so bad, why teachers so bad. No, I am not taking myself by being bullied here as something I will talk about for the next 20 minutes. No, I actually think to myself that I got bullied. I think to these bullies that they bullied me. Because without them, I would never be the same me, like the one you're listening to me right now. I will be never the same guy that you're listening to me. I will be like those easygoing people that plays Mobile Legends, going Free Fire, some shit, PUBG stuff, then going to TikTok, and being gangster all day, going out often, being extrovert. If you want to talk about that, I will be like those guys, and I would never go into like I would never be the same person like you're listening to. I will be different, or even worse. I may never be doing this because I am not the same person that you're thinking. But thanks to those bullies, are what I am right now. I am myself. The real self. Now, I often get a backtrack here so much. It's just really bad. Now, let's go back again. Talk about that art. So I said about June, I was trying to say I will stop drawing. About how me and myself being ironically hate drawing. But eventually I become an apprentice artist that can draw stuff. I find that pretty ironic, and you should do as well, because my young self really hates drawing, but me right now, I start liking it. It's kind of like that one statement from one of my friends saying, "Oh, you like, what is that word again that my friend said? Oh yeah, basically saying like, the thing that you hate most will be your best ally later in the future." Like, so basically myself, like my young self, really hate drawings, but me right now, I love it. I draw every day because I love to do so, because I like drawing. The past is different than the current present. It's always different. I'm the most weakest kid in the young era myself, back in elementary school, up until junior high school. Those memories. There's actually a positive side of myself being so weak. I became an introvert, and I self-study often. Living in Indonesia is, it's both easy and difficult. I will talk about that later, because for now on, I'm still going into this topic about myself, about my journey of being an artist, right? I'll talk about this, and we'll talk about that later. Hopefully I remember. So fast forward to August, which is, oh yeah, it's called internship. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to think of. So in August, we had this thing called an internship, where it's not because it's like a part-time job where we have to do, but it's not because we have to do this for earning. It's because we are doing this for our school grade. You know, every 11th grade student, 11th grade student in Indonesia. I don't know if this is applied to other countries as well, but to us here in our school, we have to attend an internship at least once. At least once you get into 11th grade, you have to get an internship if you want to pass into the next grade. We don't earn money. We don't get paid for doing this, because this is for school. But the thing is, you don't really have to do anything much. Like, the internship that we having here is not because not because the school wanting us to find a part-time job, because the company or the industry thinking like, oh wait, now because this student going to need internship, we can probably need their help without getting them paid. Actually, we only did an internship, but we don't do any much of job. We are mostly just, to me myself, going to one industry or one company that is only like 3 to 4, like only two people in the office, or three, but mostly just two. The third guy that I know is often going to the project site. He always go to the project very often, like delivering the material and paint and stuff to the project site for the construction requirement. The other two were in the office, but sometimes they go to the side project, leaving myself alone. Now you might be wondering, what am I doing in the office? Mostly just watching YouTube, being currently on standby, doing nothing. Until I got myself a new order to give into, I mostly just stay in the seat, sitting, open my laptop, watching YouTube, or just listening to calm music. This will last until October. August, September, October. Yeah, 2 months. the internship that we are having here are lasted for 2 months, and during this and this internship is just giving me a lot of headache. Not much headache, but more headache than it used to be. But it's also marked myself as being the very first month where I finally draw on my laptop. Like, I mean, in July, I do draw on my phone. Like, the first month of my drawing, of course I draw using paper. Of course, I draw using. But later next month, I draw on my phone using Ivy's paint. And then for sure, later in August, until now, I draw with my laptop. Because I found it more comfy to just draw with Quip Studio Paint. Yes, I don't use Krita because for some reason the cursor is just lagging so much. And I don't think I can actually use Krita a lot because of its lack of material and stuff. In Quip Studio Paint, it has everything, and I was like, now this is a software that I would love to use. It has everything that I need. Now let's go back. In August, I learned how to draw in my laptop. It's also yet again the first time I used my father's pen tablet, the Huion H420, the Huion H420p. Yeah, I think I used that. I still have it, but I don't use it. The new tablet that I'm using is basically VIC A30, a 10-inch. It's the cheapest and work. That's all I want to know. It works. The fact that I can only draw at night is something I don't complain about, because every day the maximum amount of time that I allow myself to draw is basically just 3 hours. More than that, then I'm just gonna stressing myself. Like, I'm not trying to be try hard. I am not trying to be try hard. No, I am not trying to be like those artists that is drawing every day. They draw hands every day non-stop. They draw body, they draw torso non-stop. They draw head non-stop. They practice drawing hair. They practice drawing the thighs. They're drawing legs. They're drawing feet. They're drawing arms non-stop every single day. Those type of artists that burn themselves out is the one I don't want. I don't support. And yes, I took this word from Adam Duff himself, but I agreed to what he said. I don't support those, and I don't like those people who burn themselves just for the sake of improving so quickly. I'm just like improving, but at the slow pace. 3 hours. Just 3-hour drawings every day. Take it or leave. And don't do anything about drawing. Don't draw anything. Don't think about art at Sunday. That's what I've been doing. I don't think about art at Sunday because I'm gaming all day. I just want to take a rest from art. Now, I haven't reached my first year of my drawing dedication. No, I am not reaching it yet. It's not June 15 yet. It's still around April 24th. I still have like a month or two left. I'm still very much long from the first year. I can't believe that because I felt like time goes super slow. Like, time goes super slow, but at the same time, it goes fast. Like, August to October, those period goes by so fast in my head. But my drawing session goes so slow, which is what? Time perception is just kind of make me crazy, to be honest. That's why that's why I just like whether wanted or not want to talk about time perception. It's different from most people. Now fast forward to March this year. I want to talk about how I had my downfall in March. This month is the month where I had my lowest drawing skill. I had a lot of art block. I had a lot of negative thoughts. I have a lot of fear. My mind is completely filling with empty space and voids. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'll give you some clue. Some drawing that I did made in February, like like a few days before March, I did some drawing, and in the end, it looks weird because what? Like, I can't get the proportion correct. I can't get the face correct. I cannot get the body correct. The back of the body is much way further than I expected. And at that point I was like, what is this? What the hell is wrong with me? It's just really making myself thinking something negative. I can't feel it. So I decided to just keep drawing more and more. But it just end up worse than before. And then I end up drawing something. I want to draw this, and this. It just didn't work. It all looks shit. It all looks worse to my eyes. In fact, it just kind of demotivates me even more. So I decided to just draw one, but I can't continue it. And because at a certain day, I forgot what day it is, but at that certain day, there's school, we had a meeting at school tomorrow. So I was like drawing at night. I was going to finish it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna copy this to my phone and let it work on Ivy's Paint, which I did. And tomorrow at school, I continued work. And here's the thing that I really wanted to talk about. The way I draw is completely different based on what kind of environment I'm in. If my current environment is basically my bedroom, no voice, no nothing, just me, my laptop, and my pen, and some music to accompany with. And that kind of environment that I'm having is the part of the environment that makes me fully focus on drawing. Nothing can stop me, nothing can bother me. It's just myself and my drawing. But in school, it's likely the opposite. I had hard time to draw, even when the classroom is empty. I had a hard time to draw, even when the area near my classroom is basically empty, no noise at all. I still can't draw. And even if I tried to draw, it would take me ages to just get to that certain point. Environment plays a big role on artists. different environment can mean different. It can be a good environment can make artists like myself able to draw at its fullest without any disturbing, without any disruption or something. I can draw anything. I can draw something without getting worried. But if I draw other than my bedroom, like school, for instance, or cafe, I can't focus because it's just a sense of feel of my surrounding that I don't feel well. I don't feel good at doing this. Like something like a feeling of me myself being a little bit dread. I feel of a dread feel whenever I draw on in school. I can't focus. But I just keep forcing myself drawing because I have no idea what affects me before I realize that. Now fast forward into a week, which is basically a day like the first week of March. I had my lowest at my drawing. Like I said, I had my lowest on art, on drawing, on March, the beginning of March to be exact. I was at VC. I was at voice channels with one of my groups, with one of the server I'm in. I had a lot of stress at that point. I just like talking to these people, my fellas. Just say that, why I can't draw this? Why does this looks weird? This isn't good. What the hell is this? I just keep complaining to them all the time. Now, at that point, I was like, fuck it. You know what? Any website you can help me do it, right? And then he said like, draw a box, drawabox.com. That's a website that I remember. And I was like, okay, fuck it. And then I just read it all, and then now it's just like, oh, I saw that one tutorial or one lesson of drawing lines. Oh, okay, I'm gonna draw lines. Draw lines. Basically, I am lost. I am completely lost at that day, at that night. I was completely lost. I'm slowly losing my way, losing myself to the void again. I was having a lot of problem. And my friend, and when I'm talking about this, I was having a freak out. One of my friends just tried to persuade me so much, but I was keep angry, like saying, no, you are not. You won't understand. I'm not even lacking on this thing. I'm not lacking on that. I can't even do this. Like, what the hell is this? I can't draw the body like this. This is something like that. This is not something right. I need something to know. And then my friend just keep asking me like, no, you won't understand. Like, listen. I was like that. So angry. Losing myself. Until one of my friends, I thank him to my life for saving my life until now. He then proceeded to tell me to watch one of Adam Duff's video on advice to those the advice to an artist who try too hard on himself. I took my time to watch it. Oh, I watched it and I cried at the end because what he says is true. I tried too hard on myself. I pushed myself too hard. I lost my I lost my I lost myself to the void. I realized that, and it broke me because I've done so much wrong that makes me feel so bad at drawing. I cried, like for real. I cried. I never cried on anything. I'm most like an emotionless person if you're trying to speak to me in real life, but it's very much rare for me to cry. But this is yet again the very first time I cry in this year. Because what Adam Duff is saying is something like what he spoke is so he's not forcing, he's not trying to talk in the sense of first perspective. Well, sometimes at least. But whenever he say those words directly to us viewer, it hits me directly without saying. What he just said just hit me. And I start crying because it's true. I push myself too hard. And that day, I started to forgive myself whenever I made a mistake. Whenever I draw something, it looks bad, I was like, it's okay. You may draw look bad, but you can improve that later. I just realized that the one thing that I am very much lacking of is compassionate. I am lack of compassionate to myself because fear of not improving. Every human has created their own fear in order to gain success. Before I knew about Adam Duff, I had so much fear of not improving. I kept trying to improving so hard, and if I don't make it, am I just going to harm myself even more? And yes, just like that. I harm myself a lot. Most of the time. I insulted myself. My mind is insulting me whenever I make a mistake. I didn't improve, I get insulted by myself. I didn't do this correctly, I get insulted. And this cycle happens. But after I started listening to Adam Duff a lot, I listen to him whenever I draw. Starting from March till now, I still listen to Adam Duff. The way I draw immediately changes, and my skill has come back again, and it's getting better and better. I'm happy because those 3 hours per day work is the best time and the best minimum or maximum time I can allow myself. Because if I do more than that, or 5 hours drawing, I would hurt myself even more, and that is no good. I want to draw at my slow pace, at my slowest. I want to draw it slowly because I want to make sure that I can improve without getting myself stressed. I know it will be slow, but at least I don't have to hurt myself, and that's all that matters. It's sometimes pain in the ass, I know. And yeah, I thank one of my fellas so much for introducing me to Adam. Because Adam does just save my life. He saved my asses here. He break me He break me free from my own prison of my mind. He taught me all stuff about being compassionate to myself, and he's a humble person. All I can say is he's humble and wise. That's all I can say about Adam Duff. I bang so much to watch his video every night whenever I start drawing, because of his really soothing voice, the wise man type voice. So I really thank to both my friend and Adam Duff for saving me. Now I can keep drawing all I want. Now I'm not stopping, because that's how I am. Those moment era, starting from myself hate on drawing, getting bullied up until 9th grade, until the point where I have a lot of negative bullshit that I'm having in my life. I kept going forward, despite myself being a total asshole in my house, because I have never done productive, like doing chores, washing dishes, or washing clothes, or wiping floor and something. It's just how I am, a lazy artist. I may be lazy, but I am dedicating myself to draw, because this is my path now. This is my life. This is my passion. I will keep on improving to be an illustrator artist. It doesn't matter how long. I don't care anymore. I usually get afraid that the longer I improve, if I improve very slowly, I may fear that I may not improve. Well, that's until Adam Duff convinced me not to in one of his videos. It doesn't, what he said, if I remember correctly, is it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you are you. You learn slow, your learning pace is slow, then just keep drawing. It doesn't matter if you're slow. Even Adam Duff saying that he's still far away from being a top pro artist. Even though most of the work that I saw in his video is basically just beautiful. Those creatures that he draws, it's so cool. I love it. Even though I'm a weeb, I'm mostly just focusing on anime and manga. I adore his work, and I like his painting. It's just beautiful. Really, really nice. Or should I say great? So, let's move on to the topic called music. I talked about this before, about myself listening to this music. That one music that I usually listen when I'm drawing. I want to talk about one artist. No, two artists. Two musician artists that I follow since the beginning of 2019. The first artist that I want to talk about is Porter Robinson. You probably know his name. And you might just say like, oh, these guys know Porter Robinson. Of course everybody knows Porter Robinson. Now, why I'm talking about Porter Robinson? Well, if you ever listened back in 2019, if I remember correctly, where he uploaded his first ever music after 7 years of journey, after 7 long years of being inactive after the last album called Worlds. He released a single of the when he released a single called what is that single? Get Your Wish. When I first saw that in my homepage, I was like, Porter Robinson? Oh wait, it's that guy who creates that song in Shelter. That's my mind was speaking of when I saw his name on my homepage. I listened to it and I was like, holy crap. Like, this is something different from what I mostly hear. Usually what I hear in Worlds and Shelter, it's mostly about his work is mostly just about being just about EDM stuff, which is so to speak. But this, the first time I listened to Get Your Wish, it's just like he's evolving. He's not the same himself anymore. He's just like, oh shit, this is so good. I love it. The first time actually listening to Get Your Wish, I was like, wow. It's good, it's great, it's good. I like it. And the fact that he made this song, because I love Shelter and Sad Song, Sad Machine. Yeah, that name's called Sad Machine. Those two songs that I adore most is the reason why I know Porter Robinson. I mostly know him from Spotify. That's all I can answer and say. Now fast forward to a few months after the release of Get Your Wish, I was like listening to his new single called Something Comforting. And I can't say this enough, but his second nurture single, like the name called Something Comforting, is the one song that I really, I don't know, the melody is just hits you home. It hits you so hard. Like, I listen to this and I just stuck with the lyrics of the song. Because if I remember correctly, I don't know if I remember the lyrics, but there is some part of this lyric that I somehow related to. It goes by like this: 'Cause getting made you want more, and hoping made you hurt more. Oh, there must be something wrong with me. And getting made you want more, and hoping made you hurt more. Someone tell me something comforting. This part of the lyric is, I don't know, but when I heard that for the first time, it resonates in my mind for God knows how long. Because myself being an artist here, learning something, like after learning this, I just feel like I wanted to learn more. Like, I finally learned how to do shading. I just feel like, okay, I've done this. I just need more. I want more. I want to learn this next. I want to learn this next. I want to learn this next. I want to learn this, and this next. It just makes me want more because I got one skill and I want more of them. Just something like that, as far as I can relate it to. And that second verse, and that second line sentence, basically, and hoping made you hurt more, is basically, I can I feel I can say that is correct because the more I hope, the more I can imagine, the more it hurts. Because action speaks louder than words. The more I imagining stuff, the more it hurt myself because it's still far from my reality. Like, oh, I want to be this so-called. I was hoping I can be an artist. I was hoping I can be this. Like, it just kind of demotivates me instead, and yeah, it just motivates me instead, and it only just hurt my mental. It just hurt my mind. That's all I can say. Really, it just hurt myself. That's why I related to that second verse. Really, hoping and hoping makes you hurt more. Getting something makes you want more, but hoping makes you hurt more. Just something that I like that song. And yeah, Something Comforting is basically my number one single, the number one favorite single of the Nurture. But that was before the full release of the whole Nurture, which is happening yesterday. Yes, Nurture just released yesterday, and I love every single of it. But I'll talk about that later because I'm still talking about that one topic about the past of myself discovering Porter Robinson again. Now fast forward in August, if I remember correctly, the third single of the Nurture Reveal is a song about self-proclaim. I don't know. Mirror is something I related so much in my life, comparing to Something Comforting. The one, like, here's one thing that I actually adore Mirror even more. The last part of the lyrics of there's a narration at the last few seconds of the song of the song. It basically said, sometimes the inner voice is encouraging, calling for you to run those final few yards. You're nearly there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It will all be okay in the end. Now, this is describing my mental, my inner voice back in August. And I'm scared, but amazed at the same time. How the hell Porter knows what I'm thinking and said it all in the song? It's just really amazing that sometimes when artists had found one problem, at least a video or someone will come later in that days to give you the same feeling, that same feeling that you're being related to something. In this case, myself with my inner voice. And that last part of the lyrics sums up about everything myself. Like, so here's some kind of demonstration about what I'm talking about. So there was one time I was practicing eye drawing. I was drawing some eyes, nothing personal. I was drawing eyes, and I was like, oh, this is so hard, I can't do this. But then my inner voice said, nah, there's still time left, just keep going. I'm sure you can find it. I am sure you can do it. Just keep pushing. I don't care, just keep pushing. You're almost there. That's just pushing. I listen to my inner voice so much, to the point that my voice inside of my mind is controlling every action that I'm doing in real life. And that's sad, and that's sadly true, because I cannot stop myself from drawing until my mind clearly said, okay, you're done. If it's not say that, and then instead just saying, no, you're just gonna keep pushing, keep going, don't worry about it. No one's gonna blame you for doing this. You still have energy left, right? Come on, just keep drawing, keep drawing. It just kinda damaging. It's just like it's like double-edged sword. It my inner voice is encouraging me to just keep on going forward, but at the same time, it makes me burn out so quickly because I draw longer than I usually do, like 3 hours. I draw like drawing more than 3 hours. It's just how it is. Then fast forward to the later few days. The rest now. I think that's all I want to talk about the song from photorealism because I don't want to talk too much about this. So I'm just gonna keep a quick words to tell about his new album. His new album is so great, and here's my opinion about his album, or should I say my thoughts about his album. I don't have anything to say about it. And my favorite among his album in Nurture is Sweet Time, which talk about how you don't feel scared of death, but later on when you found someone that you love most, you start feeling afraid of death because you don't want to leave that person alone. You don't want to currently this is something that I should talk about, but I'm just gonna keep this short. It just something hit me differently when I hear Sweet Time. I don't have any relationship. I don't have a girlfriend or something. It's just it just hit home. It just hits home. The melody, the chords. The chords is hitting me very deeply at home. And that's about it. The rest of this single is amazing. That's all I can say. Now, moving on to the second artist. Now, this artist is not that popular, or I can say this more as a underrated artist music. I found this artist thanks to a YouTube algorithm. The name of the artist is Sewer Slut. Sewer Slut. SEWERSVLT. Hold on. I think I spelled wrong. It's Sewer Slut. Usually it's Sewer Slut, but the U on the slut is changed to V. View. V. I don't know how to pronounce English. This artist is something special. She's not popular. But she's this certain type of surrealism artist that creates a surrealism D&B, jungle hardcore style music. Now I don't have anything to say about this artist, but what I can describe this artist is, I can only describe this artist with just one word, or should I say 2 words: doomer music. I have no idea what is doomer is, or even how to explain doomer. But if you try to search it on your own, then I hope you get it. Or just try to search on Google, or on YouTube, typing doomer music. No, I'm not talking about that Doom game. No, this is different kind of Doom. This is more like a boomer but doomer type. It's more like a boomer, if I can explain this. It's more like a boomer, but it's more like someone that type of boomer that has this shit feels or PTSD stuff, and when they listen to this music, they feel something like resonates in their mind, and they're starting to feel like they're going fly high. I don't know anymore. It's just that how they feel. It's just kind of weird music, but trust me, I'm glad I found Sir Slut. She's the best. But with the recent event or the recent drama that has been going on, she has removed all, or just like most of her old music, which is kind of sad. But there's a lot of people that back up or archive her old music, so you can probably still find it if you know the name of the music. If you know the name of her music that she uploaded, then you can find it with the archive of people that preserve those music of hers. Now, returning to that topic of me listening to music or listening to Adam Duff whenever I draw, I cannot draw in total silence. There's a reason for that. I cannot draw when I'm in total silence, because when I try to do so, my mind starts to feel like going everywhere, because I cannot think anything with this white noise just keep arriving on my head. It's just like those I can't focus without music or listening to Adam Duff. Yeah, I listen to Adam Duff whenever I draw. His voice is just somehow soothing me or calming down. At the same time, he can give me some advice. But often the case, I listen to music like Linkin Park. If you guys know Linkin Park, then I salute you for knowing Linkin Park. The day when Chester Bennington died is the day where there will be no more Linkin Park. There will be no more Chester Bennington. There will be no more albums like Meteora and Minute to Midnight and Hybrid Theory. There will be no more albums like those. It sucks that the moment that he died is basically the moment that we, including myself here, loving Linkin Park, but it just sucks. The next thing I want to talk about is myself, is a support. This will be short one. This one will be short, so I just keep it calm. I draw a lot of stuff. I draw a lot of things. Often my friend wanted to tell me that, hey, your drawing looks good. Is there any way that I can support you? However, with how PayPal work and bullshit, I just can't even transfer my money into my goddamn bank account. I don't know if I didn't activate the internet banking on my bank account, but I don't know. PayPal just doesn't even work. This doesn't even work that easy when trying to transfer from money from USD to Indonesian rupiah. It's just kind of hard. I understand that people want to support me, but how do I gain anything if they don't even like? Yeah, you can do yourself like a work for doing a commission or something, but I'm not ready yet, and I don't think I can call myself someone that is ready to do what's so called again. My skill's not even that great, and I'm not even convinced that I can do some commission to other people. All I can do is just drawing something that I can't even think of, or something, depending on what inspiration that I'm having. I just don't know, man. And the fact that I have received no more child support is perfectly blatantly amazing. Now I have nothing else. I have no money to come. My father never gave me stuff. My father is ignorant, which is sadly pretty much what he is. He's different. He is just the same old ignorant person that I knew when I was young. Now with all of the support, but I have no other ways to earn money or earning some income by drawing. Do I stop drawing? No. I've gone so far, and why I even stop at this point? I've gone so far, and why do I even need to stop? It's my passion, by the way. It's already part of my dedication, my hard work, my passion. I'm a gamer, but I always knew that my time to draw is my time to draw. I don't give a shit about gaming. It's my time to draw. When I'm gaming, I am gaming. And when I'm drawing, I draw. I understand that if people want to support me, sure, they can support me through PayPal. But however, I am not begging for them. I'm not begging for them to improve. But my friend here just wants to send me a few bucks because he wants to help me. I'm thankful for that. I really am thankful. It's really nice. But at the same time, with how PayPal works, it's just kind of hard or just difficult to sending or should I say transferring money from PayPal to my bank, my local bank. It's just not possible for this one. Now I really don't have anything to say about my personal stuff. All I did want to just explain to myself about my journey of being an artist. It's tough, very much. Like, if you dedicate yourself to do one thing, just keep doing it over and over again, and just keep improving nonetheless. I draw not because I hate, because it's something like my last resort. I was drawing because I just want to think of it as my last resort, as the last thing to do, as being productive. I failed at modeling, I failed at making music, I failed at coding, I failed at editing, and the only thing I haven't failed is drawing. And I'm still not failed, because I kept improving. because I have my progression. It continues, nonetheless. Now this will took me more than 5 years to even perfecting my skill. But I won't give up because I love drawing. I will not stop drawing until the day I die. There'll be more personal talk that I wanted to talk about this, but I don't think I can find anyone who to like do the talk together with me. I don't think people will find one. So I guess that's all I can say anything about this. I'm sorry for my lack of English. I'm sorry for my voice getting too quiet at some point. I am sorry for uploading my shitty video because that's just how I am. But for this video, I just want to keep it straight simple about my own personal talk opinion about that stuff that you already listened to. If you're ever managed to listen up to this point, then God bless you. You are one person willing to listen to me, and I really appreciate. I really appreciate that you listen to this until the end. Maybe one day when I have some topic I will talk to, I will gladly do so. But in the meantime, thanks for joining in, and thank you for hearing what I said. This talk is inspired by Adam Duff, so thank you, Adam Duff. I really appreciate you. I really want to thank you once again for saving myself from my own prison of my mind. And to all of you viewers who managed to reach to this point, you all have a gold heart for listening to what I said, and I thank you, regardless of how my English makes suck sometimes. So with that being said, you guys are the best. Thanks for watching. My name is Dan VXD. I'm signing out.